when this inevitably gets on TikTok, this is juice.
This is I can cut that.
No, it's where this is the opening scene. Yay, we did it.
Welcome to Gay Rats Podcast. We're
That's
your
us.
hosts, Lydia and Ugo.
Yes. Should we do introductions before we dive into it?
Yeah. Today
You're Lydia.
Yeah, right now I'm thinking about funny things I can say. Okay, I'm Lydia. I am a cis white woman. My pronouns are she, her. I am a lesbian. And my other identifier this week is that I have a fake tooth. And look at that.
Nice.
My gender is I have a fake tooth. And 3 of them. That's my gender this week. No, I'm just kidding. My gender is always cis. I'm boring. But I am gay. And I do have a fake tooth. And that's that on that.
That's that on that.
Going to you, Ugo.
So I'm Ugo. My pronouns are he, him, maybe he, they if you're feeling spicy. I am a Black, Latinx, non-binary person. And my spicy characteristic is my marginalized identity of the week is I was a Mountain Goats fan before you, TikTok viewers.
That's so good. Ugo's gender today is was a Mountain Goats fan before you. My gender today is has a fake tooth. Let's get into it.
My marginalized identity is that I'm a pretentious hipster.
Ugo's whole marginalized identity is I am drowning. There is no sign of land. You're coming down with me. Hand in a lovable hand, and I hope you die.
It's such a good song. No, I remember this vividly, and like remember to bleep out the name here, but my first bonding moment with actually what made us friends was that we both liked that song.
Oh, okay.
And it was all downhill
fuck
from
her though. Like she doesn't actually like that song. You know what I mean? Where it's like some people on TikTok, I'm like, you don't actually like this song. Like you don't understand what's happening here.
Literally.
It's like you don't actually hope you die. I hope, you know, it's like you don't get that. That's not for you.
Like I'm trying to unlearn my gatekeeping. That's
me too. But
so.
Oh my God, me too. We are problematic in that we are GT kids.
Yeah. Very that. And we're trying our best.
Yeah. Is I really have a hard time not feeling like a complex about some stuff.
The G in GT stands for gatekeep.
It stands for gay turds. We know this. We've been over this. Should we change our podcast to gay turds?
Gay turds. I would like to escape the narrative. I would like to be removed from the narrative that I was ever a GT kid.
Yeah. I'm not going to own up to that.
No.
Yeah, I might have been gifted and talented, but I'm not going to add up to that. I'm not going to own up to that.
No, absolutely not. Anyways, sorry. Welcome to Gay Turds. Anyway, what's something gay that you want to talk about? I have something gay I want to talk about.
Okay, tell me about it.
Actually, I have something gay I need your advice on.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, let me set the scene. I was at a party for like a friend of a friend, and this is a different party than the other one I was talking about, but I was at a party like 2 weeks ago with a friend of a friend, and I met this guy.
Okay.
And, we hooked up, right? Like I spent the night and it was super fun.
Oh my God.
It was a great time. But the new experience for me is that was my first experience with a vagina because it was a trans man. Yeah, so
I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy really for you.
Yeah, it was really fun. He was so nice, super cute, and it was so fun. But like the issue that I'm running into is dicks are really easy because you can tell exactly how well you're doing at all times. Vaginas are really new to me. And
Vaginas are so hard. I
I'm
cannot
trying my best,
believe
but I'm
that you had a
worried that,
vagina experience. I'm so proud of you.
thank you.
Like, wow, you're doing the
Yeah,
damn thing.
I need the damn thing in question is getting laid because I haven't been in a hot sec and I broke my dry spell.
I'm so proud of you.
But do you have any tips on first time vagina interactors?
Like, yeah, I have so many tips, and I never thought
Bring
this
out
day
like
would
an
come,
IKEA
Mugo.
manual, like tips on navigating your new vagina.
Okay, yeah. Wait, oh my God. I'm like flustered because I'm so excited for you. Like, I'm so get some. Okay. Yeah, generally the main difference coming from a former bisexual, an ex-bisexual, the main difference between like penis sex and like vagina sex is like if you're interacting with a penis, it's like more aggressive, you know,
Mhm.
more like just like, and then it's like everything's good.
Yeah,
Vaginas, it's like way slower, at least in my experience. It's like you cannot be coming in hot like that. Like it
for
is
sure.
way more like repetition very slowly.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
and
I'm gonna
that,
be honest. I thought that this was the first time I've ever thought of you during sex, Lydia,
oh,
because your story from last podcast episode of the guy going in hot and
just
you
like,
like
yeah.
that played in my head and I was like, I have to go in so like I have to
Uh-huh.
like we have to take this slow.
Really
Like I need to
gentle.
make sure
Yeah.
he's like emotionally prepared. Like I don't want to just like you
Yeah.
know. And so you already gave me a little bit of advice,
Oh
but
my
like
God. I'm
go
literally
in slow.
honored. Oh my God. I feel like I have thought of you during sex.
What?
Not like in a weird way, just like just like
Lydia,
things
what are
that
you
you've
trying to
told
tell me?
me.
God.
I'll have to think about that harder. But yeah, no, like that sounds exactly correct. Like that is like perfect. Just like yeah, like slow and gentle is way better than like aggressive any day. But it's and if you're gonna do aggressive, it takes a long time to build up to that. Like long session. Like sometimes the really like fast like feels good, but usually it's just like communication first. I'm just like, is this good? Like you can guide my hand. That's what like I have said is like
Oh,
yeah, which is hot, you know? It's
nothing
like
like
but normally I can just like suss it out. But like if I'm feeling nervous, you know, I'm like you can like pull my hair, like if you want me to do something different, like you know, like safe word and also like yeah, like take my hand, fucking show me and I'll do it like anything you want. And that
for
can be
sure.
hot if you're a little fucking simp bottom some people. Why?
You want to name names here?
I am
Is it your girlfriend or is it
I am a switch. I'm definitely a switch.
hmm,
But yeah, no, like my girlfriend's the only person who's been able to like absolutely top me. Like
oh
I lean toppy, you know, and like she's the only person who's like I've been like take my hand, I will do absolutely anything. I'm like, you know, where it's just like I'm a little fucking simp. I will do anything you tell me to.
hmm,
That's hard. That's hard to get me to do. Anyway, sorry, I'm a little blazed, and so I keep getting off topic.
I mean
But
hey this when this inevitably gets on TikTok, this is juice. I'm
this
drinking
is
tea.
this
That's
is just
tobacco. TikTok, that's
this
tobacco.
is I'm not gonna you just can't go on TikTok. I'm smoking tobacco. I can cut that.
No, it's where this is the opening scene.
Anyway, back to you
Right.
back to like vaginas. I'm proud of you. That sounds great. You know, like you handled that perfectly. Was it a good encounter for both of you?
Yeah,
Like,
it was great.
do you
Yeah.
think that you're gonna like talk more?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like a friends thing. Like occasional kind of moment. He is my friend's coworker, which is interesting. Like that could be fascinating, but I'm not worried about it. It should be fine. But yeah, I mean, it was really fun. I don't know if you know this actually, but I don't like spending the night at people's places. Like it's not like my type of thing. I like to get out. I never host and I like to like because I don't want to get serial killed. And like normally when I spend like I don't like to spend nights either because it's like I want to be home. I don't want to get murdered in my sleep.
Yeah.
I like just like to be in my own bed at the end of the night.
I get that.
Like I spent the night and it was actually good. And then like in the morning we like hooked up again, which was nice. But,
oh my God.
And so like
this sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was like one of the better like spending nights experiences I've had. Like overall. So
yeah.
Like that's a good thing.
Okay, so how was he? Like you sound like you did great. You are so good at hot. How was he in bed?
It was good. It was really new. Like very like I don't know, on like the scale of like because like gay hookups can go a lot of ways. Like on the scale of like very impersonal kind of vibe, like y'all are just fucking, there's no kissing, nothing, to like a very like you guys are like dating, it's very like romantic. It's like it was definitely like closer here. Like it was like very like we were friends, we were in touch with each other, we were like talking, and that was nice. Because sometimes this is fun, but sometimes it's a lot. Like for it to be like very like impersonal. And so I like that it was like that. I like that there was like communication. Like we were both like very like upfront that we were like trying something a little new. Yeah, because I don't know. I definitely asked, but I don't remember. I don't know what his experience with like cis men or like cis, like whatever. Y'all know what I mean. Like, I guess like AMAB bodies that present masculine, I guess is the best way to like identify myself in that context. But like I don't know how like experienced he is with that either. So like it was interesting to explore that and like kind of like figure it out together. So that was fun.
Yeah, I think it's so cool that you both had like, I don't know, a safe space and like an accepting person, and like things were comfy and great. And like my heart is like, I'm like, hell yeah, bro, get some. But I'm also like, my heart is happy and that sounds so like wholesome and nice. Yeah. You know, like that's so gay of me. To hear a hookup story. Literally, you tell me like a hookup story about sex, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet.
Also, when he would like talk to me, like just like with fingers, like
okay.
A guy can get it.
So he knows what he's doing. So yeah, he was good.
Like more empathetic than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like you can tell that like he's had like experience fingering some like more sensitive things than like an asshole, you know, like definitely like was like good.
You're right.
Anyways,
because those skills can apply multiple places. Yeah.
Before we get demonetized on YouTube, I don't think we are monetized.
Yeah, can we be monetized?
Not with our view count. We can't be.
Can we join the creator fund, the TikTok creator fund, and then post it and be like, if you watch this 2 times in a row, we'll have enough money to buy better microphones.
Literally, I need a better microphone, please.
Yeah, Ugo cannot keep using this $15 one. They need a better one.
So I feel like, do you know like Joanna Sedia?
No.
She's like a YouTuber, but she uses like a really tiny microphone.
Oh my god, a tiny one.
Like from the dollar store. And she's like, I'm not gonna do it because this is like fully a shotgun mic.
Okay,
but
yeah.
It's like super close to her face, and she's like, "Hello, my dudes." Like I feel like her.
Wait, okay. I have 2 something gays I want to tell you.
What's something gay you want to talk about?
I have 2. One, because you just like made me think of both of them. Okay. It's snails and ASMR, not together, separate. Okay. So something gay I've been doing is listening to ASMR. It's fucking wild, bro. Are you not an ASMR?
I don't like it. And also whenever I think of ASMR, I think of bleep the name when he tried to get us all into it in a botany class. Do you remember that?
He was so in love with me.
He was so in love with you. And also he was so into ASMR. He's the first person I ever met.
I don't remember this.
He was into it way before it was cool.
I am shocked. I remember him being in love with me, and that's it. And that's how I remember.
It was when, like, because he kept bringing it up, which I didn't remember the first time, but like he was like, oh, and he called it like the full acronym or whatever. Because I think it was before ASMR was like a normal like thing. Like he was like way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
He could have gatekept ASMR. Like
this was like 2016. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like early. And he like said like, are you into like, I don't know what it stands for, like astral sensory metacognition reasoning or whatever. And I was like, sure. And he was like, here, like take like, here's all the videos. I think he mostly was talking to you about this, but like me and the other girl, like we like also heard. After like a few days later, he was like, so did you look it up? And I was like, no, I didn't. Also bleep that again. But,
Wait, so what could ASMR stand for? Because my brain just said ass.
I don't know what it stands for.
Okay, but if we had to make one up, ass, sex, money,
Robitussin.
Those were the first 4 words that I thought of. That's what Austin said to you. I'm gonna believe that. That's what he said.
Don't pay attention to y'all listen to ass, sex, money, Robitussin.
Hey Ugo, do you like ass, sex, money, Robitussin? And you said what? You said what? What are you saying to me?
Literally, yep. He kept trying to like get us. He was like, "So have you watched the YouTube videos yet?" And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna watch these."
The way that I have blocked out like all of that year,
as you should.
And the only memories I have of botany are you and I coming out to each other.
That's so funny. Yeah, that is the first time we came out to each other.
And I also remember, like, I think I had a panic attack in there one day.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think, yeah, because that was during the worst of like the Ethan stuff. I think no, that was the start of the Ethan stuff. That was end of Ollie stuff. Start of Ethan.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, because I remember when you guys got together. Because I remember that again, like. It's whatever. His name that we've already bleeped a few times.
Yeah.
He was really upset when you got together with Ethan.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say that name.
Dude.
There's a lot of
I can fucking say whatever I want about that man. I can fucking tell the whole internet everything he did to me if I want to. So yeah, fuck men named Ethan who cheat on their girlfriends.
A specific.
Yeah. Yeah, not like relevant at all. I just thought of that. Like,
I mean, men named Ethan who cheat on their girlfriends. We all have them, right?
Yeah, we all have like an ex-boyfriend named Ethan who cheated on you, right?
Yeah, everybody has one.
Anyway, sorry. Okay, wait. ASMR. We are goblins.
What were you even talking about before that?
Sex, money, Robitussin. So that's something gay I've been doing lately. Is like I used to hate it. Elena hates it. It makes her want to like punch people. I'm like, yeah, me too. I used to hate it. It made me feel like very uncomfy. But I found like a couple of videos on TikTok that like when I was high in bed at night, it made my brain go like it was like a little bit tingly. It made me feel like really like relaxed. I was really high. And so I like some of them. I follow like a few creators now. And so I like sometimes when it sounds like they're like brushing your hair.
Oh, that's cute.
It's just, but only certain people on TikTok. If it's like weird, I don't like it. But if it's like somebody like they're always whispering like, hi, do I have your consent to brush your hair? It's fucking crazy. Like imagine. And then it's like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you hate it?
What?
Do you hate it?
It's just not for me. I tend not to, and it's super weird. I don't know why. I should probably like address this at some point, but like I don't like ASMR. I don't like massages. I don't like people affecting me like that. It's like I don't want that. Like, no, I'm going to be stiff and mentally ill. Thank you very much. Not like don't touch me. Don't touch my brain.
Yeah.
I also
get
didn't
that.
like when people like cracked your like in elementary school when they would like crack the egg and do that or whatever. It's like don't do that. Maybe, it's not for me.
Maybe you're sensory in other ways. Like some people it's physical, some people it's like sound, like visuals, like maybe it's another one of your senses that you like more. And then it's just you prioritize one because you like more, other ones more.
Maybe
and that's okay.
Yeah, maybe like smell. Light a nice candle for me.
And you're like yes.
That's my ideal ASMR experience. ASMR stands for candle.
ASMR stands for a single candle.
Oh my god. Okay. ASMR, but I also want to talk about your snails.
Oh yeah, thank you. So my other gay thing that I wanted to update you on is I have adopted 8 snails. Me and my girlfriend are gay mothers to 8 snails. They don't all have names yet. I need help. Drop some names down below in the comments for me to name my snails. Because right now I only have.
We're gonna add like a montage of her snails and like name them.
Yeah.
Down here.
I will put them in right here. Okay, thank you for watching that. What should I name those snails? I only have Captain Underpants and Beans. And lastly, Barles Charkley. So I need help with, I need like 5 more names.
Can you tell them apart?
Yeah. I memorized those shells.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, so I know Captain Underpants anywhere. There's 4 babies that are like this big, and those are the ones that I can't tell apart yet. I made them a little tank. I can show you like a tank tour sometime. Maybe I'll put a tank tour in here too.
That'd be cute.
But it's nice. I just have like rocks and moss. Oh yeah, sorry, I got them. Me and Elena went to my hometown and visited my family, and my sister came to town for the first time since coming out, and that was awesome. And we like got to see all these like Terre Haute people. I was in Terre Haute with Elena, and we were in my backyard because I was over my family. I needed a break. They were being a lot, and Elena could tell I was like over it. So we like went out into the backyard and just started playing outside, like just following my inner child. Like we like got down in the grass and we picked up rocks and looked for like bugs. And we found snails, and I was like, Elena, can I take these home? And she was like, yeah, like they're easy to keep. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, like I'll help you make a terrarium. So I went inside and I was like, Mom, look at these snails, I'm taking them. And she said, no, you're not. And I said, yeah, I am. I said, bitch, watch me. And then I got a jar, put them in the jar, and I took them home. I said, yeah, I am.
I love that.
And then I promptly bought a aquarium and made them a whole like tank like the next day.
I love that.
My whole family teased me. But anyway.
I love that you're a snail lesbian now.
Thank you.
It all adds up.
Yeah. I'm gonna make them like a tiny house and make like a tiny kitchen and like a bedroom, and they can like crawl and they can like go on their chairs and like eat their vegetables.
That's really cute.
Yeah, I might start like a whole Instagram. We'll see.
That's so cute. I watched a TikTok today about like somebody who takes care of praying mantises, and one of their like praying mantis is like old, and like they like took them to a garden, and they were like, this is where they're gonna spend their like last like couple of hours.
Oh my god.
And like all the comments, me included, were like, why am I sobbing about this bug I've never met?
Yeah, that is so Elena. Like she would do that. She wants to do that.
Yeah, because she's such an animal lesbian, right?
Mm-hmm.
She just loves her little critters.
Yeah, and she loves our snail kids.
I love that. You're a snail lesbian, and one of these days I'm gonna return to my life as a bird gay.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Oh my god. Me and Elena talk about you every time we see a pigeon. We talk about you.
I want a pigeon so bad.
I know you want a pigeon so bad.
So cute.
Like anytime I see like any memes, I think about you. Any pigeon memes.
So bad. They're pigeons. I don't know how many people know this story about pigeons, but pigeons were domesticated like cats and dogs for like America. But then everybody just stopped liking pigeons, and they just left them on the streets. And that's why there's pigeons everywhere. Like they aren't supposed to be here. They were just our pets, and then we abandoned them. That's really sad. And they just want friends. And that's why they don't fly away when you like walk near them in cities. Train them not to, because they're like humans. They're friends. They're gonna give me foods and send me to like go on message trips. Do you need me to take a message for you?
Message
and we're
trips.
like, no. Fuck you, you street rat. And we're like, the pigeons are like, what? This isn't what we agreed upon.
Anytime I see a pigeon, I go, fuck you, you street rat.
That's what everybody says to them constantly.
Yeah. I love your passion for pigeons. I can't wait till you get one and dress it up in little outfits.
They're so
cowboy hats. Pigeon cowboy hat. Cowboy pigeon.
Why would you say that? That's a great band. A fuck boyfriend sweater. My new band name is what was it? Cowboy Pigeon?
Yeah. We should change our podcast to Gay Turd Cowboy Pigeons.
It's horrible.
That is horrible. Gay rats, gay turds, cowboy pigeons. Adjective, verb.
Oh my God. Okay, wait, before we get into gay news, I have another gay thing. We both have brought two to the table today, but I have something gay I want to talk about.
Okay.
So I'm in love. I have another crush. And
Okay.
are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Single, gay. Are you proud of me?
I am so proud of you.
Are you proud of me yet? Okay, wait.
Oh my God.
Single, gay.
Okay.
Actually, like, is nice to me and hangs out with me. Holy Trinity.
Oh my God. Tell me everything.
Never been done before.
Never been done before. Not by you.
Drag me.
Someone has to. Tell me everything.
Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you his name right now, but
Okay.
We work together. And like we're both in like the like same like entry level like starter class. He works for like a different part of it. It was just like, yeah, and like he's just like really nice and like really cute and just like wants to hang out with me and like so like I was like the only like new friend he invited me to this, and he invited me to go out last week too, and like I was like the only new friend he invited, and like all the other people were like his like friends from home and stuff like that, and but he's like, oh, like I want to hang out with like you, like let's like become friends.
Wow.
Like know each other. And like I was like
that is, yeah, okay, Ugo, that is like the bare minimum, but
and
I love this,
and
like expressing interest and like wanting to spend time with you.
And
like
what
you
about
deserve
it?
that. Like that is like that is the bare minimum, because you are awesome to spend time with. Like that's like a given. So I'm glad that somebody is expressing that to you and making you feel special, because you fucking deserve that.
It's just like I just need one person to be nice to me, and that's all it takes.
I get that.
And that's all I'm asking for.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, when someone shows you like the bare amount of kindness, you're like, oh, what?
Never been done before. It's just never been done before. But okay, so the question, I more gay advice. The question is, so normally for the viewers at home, I'm normally playing a game of like, are they like queer, or I'm playing a game of like, is there a tumultuous relationship like on the, or is it on the brink? I'm like, I'm always pining from like something that's not gonna happen.
You
right?
are very good at pining.
I love a good pine.
I love that about you.
Honestly, I do, like, not to get philosophical already, but I think there's something like, I don't know, it's like there's something appealing about pining, you know?
Yes.
It's like, because there's no risk. Whenever you're pining, you can like get that like serotonin of like the dream, but never like, and like it's less than if it was to actually happen, but like you never have to put yourself out there, put yourself there, you know?
There's something so innately like satisfying about longing, which is interesting, because the word longing is the opposite of satisfying, but
for sure.
It's also very gay.
Yeah, it's so gay. Yeah. Is our topic today gay pining?
Gay. I pined for Elena for a while.
Oh, wait, tell me about that.
Because we met in August and we didn't date until January.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, because you were still going through your other things.
Both of us were going through like weird breakups, and and like both of us liked each other. Yeah, so it's like I love to pine.
Yeah.
Usually I don't. Usually people usually men would like come after me, you know?
For sure. We have exact opposite pining experiences, because I pine because like it's like when will they return from war? It's like one person, like this is the only like hope. You pine because you're busy like with other people. Like too many people are with you can't focus.
Okay, you may be correct. that might be accurate.
You're like, I'm too hot and popular. I don't have time.
I was wasting my time with shitty men though, because I didn't know I was gay. Like you're right. But they were all awful. And I was just like going through the motions. Mm-hmm. So in this situation, are you saying that for you, it might not have to be pining because this person is gay? Like, they're out, they're single.
I've never not pined, so I need your advice.
Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, pining is still allowed on like a smaller scale.
Yeah, a
Where
little
it's like it might actually result in like consequences of your
yeah,
pilot.
but I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like this is uncharted
Yeah.
territory where like
Okay. I
because it's
mean,
oh
you know how
god,
to flirt. Like you are like you're a flirt. Like you can flirt.
can I?
Yeah, I think you could do some of that. Like you can be bold because this person is out and not there's nothing stopping this, you know? So
Nothing
it's like,
stopping.
yeah, I think you should if the vibes are there, if you guys have like talked already and like you went to a party, it's like, yeah, it's like you have that like there, you have that common ground of like you
Yeah.
hung out and like been friends. You could ask them to get coffee or something and leave it kind of open. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, if that makes you like nervous to be like too much, like you could start with just like a coffee, and then you just like ask and like walk away, be like, yeah, cool, like text me later, and then they're gonna be like, is this a date? Like in their head, and then you're gonna live rent free in their head all day, and then being like, oh my god, like what do I say? What do I wear? Like is this gonna be a date or no? And you're like, we'll see. I don't
You're
know.
literally a master at this. Wait, I didn't tell you the gayest part. So this is the moment that really cinched it for me. Are you ready for this?
Huh.
So it was their birthday party, right? And I was the only new person invited. Everybody else was like friends from home and stuff. And I was like, okay. And I didn't know that at the time, right? Oh, and the party before that he invited me to was I was his plus one at this party because it was somebody else's party. And I was just tagged along. And I came early because I didn't know that. And then the host was like, oh, where's this guy? And I was like, well, and he's like, oh, I just figured you guys would come together. And I was like, uh, and then later, so this is okay, so later in that party, this isn't important to the story, but later in that party, like that guy was like being messy and like trying to like get us to like make out, like me and like the other guy. And like he was like, oh, like I just figured you guys would want to. And we were like, and so that was interesting. But this is the big one. So I was wearing this nail polish at the party, right? And I got there and I was like, oh my God. And I gave him a hug. I'm like, happy birthday. And he was wearing like red nail polish and he had one in the same color on each hand. He was like, oh my God, it's like we're so in sync. And he grabbed my hand with his pretty hand and he showed like other people. He's like, look, and he like our hands held together, like twirled them around. He's like, look at our nails, we're so in sync. And I was like,
That is adorable.
I'm like, I'm gay. You can't do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. And he's gay, so he knows.
I know.
Oh my God. Yeah. I think with that being established, I think you have every ground just to like next time you're like hanging out, just be like, hey, do you want to get a coffee like next, like tomorrow,
Mhm.
Friday? And he'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. Text you later.
Oh. Not that. Is that how you flirt?
That's how I flirt.
Is that how you guys are done?
Really exaggerating kiss.
I love that. You said, hey bestie.
I actually don't know how I flirt, like, because I don't like ever do it. Like, I don't know. I just gay panic. But Elena can tell you how I flirt, like, because she has like receipts in her head of like what I said to her.
That's so
Apparently,
cute.
I told her. Apparently, like when we were just friends. Okay, I don't remember this. We were in my bed, like watching a movie, like kind of like
Gal pals.
almost touching, like, and I had said something about how I have made out with all my friends. I think it was in relation to you, where I was like, yeah, me and Ugo have made out. And I said, like, I was like, anyone I consider a friend, like I've made out with. And I like looked at her apparently, and she was like noted because we were friends. And she was like, so you want to kiss me? Like that was like what she was like.
Literally.
And
Oh
like
my
months
God.
later, she told me that, and I was like, "Did I say that?" And she was like, "You said that," and I was like,
That game. Oh my God.
"Yeah,
But here's the con. Are you ready? This is
Yeah.
the real drama. Like I described a perfect person, but here's the issue.
okay."
Also not a Swiftie.
Oh my God, Uga!
And it's like,
I'm so
can I,
mad. At you.
can I
Shut
do
the
that?
fuck up.
I don't know if I can handle that.
I was ready for like real drama.
It's like,
That is a non-issue, you bitch. You can
but
convert him.
He doesn't like Reputation.
Okay, listen. You've done more with Wes. You've convinced
That's
me.
so true.
You've made me like into like a slight fan, which like I would, it's like I used to like hate her for no
We'll work on
reason.
it.
You know
We'll
what I
work on
mean? In
it.
in like early high school, I was like, eh. And
Yeah.
so you've converted me to like, I'm a stan. It's like I support her. I listen. So that's not an issue, babe. That's not an issue. You gotta go full on. This is gonna be good, like no matter what. It's like this sounds like a good person in your life.
For sure.
Like
Yeah.
regardless, I think it's gonna be like a fun adventure.
Fine. Fine. It's not a deal breaker for
Yes.
now.
Okay, coworkers though, is that okay?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because you're not like coworkers. You're just
No.
like in the same.
Like, the same company, but not. It should be fine. I think that's like the least of the worries.
Okay.
But
Oh my god.
I don't know if he likes me. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what
think
if he like me?
I think there's vibes.
If he doesn't like me.
I think there's he would not fucking grab your hand and show off nail polish.
It's just like
Like that's gay person shit, but like that means something.
that's gay person.
That's
shit.
homoerotic.
Not that.
That is homoerotic at the birthday party.
It's a little. I'll level with you here.
New band name, homoerotic at the birthday party.
That's my album name. I'm changing it.
By what did we call you earlier? Oh, Cowboy Pigeon. Homoerotic at the birthday party by Cowboy Pigeon.
That's a pretty good one, honestly. I would click that album.
Yeah.
I see it on like
Panic
fucking,
at the Disco.
Oh yeah, it's like the exclamation. It's homoerotic
At the birthday party.
So bad, I hate it. Is it too late, Gnome Town? Can you do something else?
I already changed my YouTube name to Gnome Town, so
You're
I'm
committed.
locked in.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Are you proud of me? I'm working so hard.
So happy. Like this is making me so happy. Like you deserve.
Yeah,
this.
those are my two good muses.
Yeah, amazing gay updates from New York City.
I'm trying so hard. I'm putting in the work for this podcast. What are you doing? Just being happy. No, you got snails. That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, I did adopt 8 snails for this podcast, and I am working so hard to see my girlfriend. Hasn't happened in 2 weeks yet. I'm working so hard to see my girlfriend to get gay content to tell you, but sadly, she is in Chicago.
That's brutal.
But she's coming this weekend. Probably some messy Halloween party stories for you. We'll see.
I'm so excited. That's gonna be huge.
Oh, gay news.
Gay news.
JoJo Siwa allegedly is not with her girlfriend, and the way that it's like blown up, it freaks me out. This girl is 18. Yeah. Imagine being in your first gay relationship. And it being like broadcast to the whole country and everyone knows that you broke up because they didn't comment on each other's Instagrams. And I'm not saying that as if I'm not the one also checking their Instagrams every day.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
you're
I was
broadcasting
invested.
this.
Yeah, I was invested, but like it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Could you imagine?
They haven't announced it.
Or when you were 18. Flashback. Let's play a little role play. 18-year-old Lydia. She is just broken up with Ethan.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know about it. Tell me about it.
Oh my god.
What's your feeling?
That would have been so messy. Yeah. And so I like respect, JoJo for handling this so well because she's focusing on Dancing with the Stars. She's not posted about it.
It's hard because her like fame and like general like clout has like increased so much in like such a short amount of time because like JoJo Siwa has always been like a force to be reckoned with, but prior to like kind of like her like rebranding, like, and also obviously her coming out, but like definitely kind of like the idea that like, oh, she's like a grown adult with like her own life and personality, and like this is like it's her, but it's also a persona that she's putting on, like in terms of like the previous JoJo Siwa that we saw. I feel like she has like so much more attention on her now. It's not just like kids and parents, now it's like us, like I never would have cared if JoJo Siwa broke up.
I never used to care.
Yeah. And now I've like now it's like I'm so invested in JoJo Siwa, I will riot if she doesn't win. stars. It's like she should.
Yeah.
Deserves it. I don't know how she's doing in it, but she better win.
And
If she's
so,
already eliminated,
yes.
comment below, but she better win.
So I think that the reason it like resonates with me so much, like the reason I care is because she's normalizing this.
Yeah.
And so that's important to me. And
For
I love that kids care because it's normalizing it. Like it's
yeah,
cool that like middle schoolers are equally invested in gay trauma as they are in straight trauma. It makes
literally.
it the same. So
For
I
sure.
love that, but on the same side of that
I
coin,
feel so bad.
other side of the coin is that it's must be horribly toxic for her. And I hope that she's good,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I've
going
like
through heartbreak
there are a
publicly.
few people in my entire life that I've ever like unnuanced, like rooted for as much as I root for JoJo Siwa. Just want her to be successful and happy. Like I just like she's just so young and so queer and like
Yeah.
just, like really like putting in the work. And I just bless her. I hope she's doing okay.
Yeah. JoJo, if you're out there, if you're listening, imagine if JoJo Siwa
our
was listening to
our
our podcast.
favorite viewer, JoJo Siwa. She
Yeah.
listens to the pod. She's a friend of the
Our
pod.
best friend of the pod, JoJo Siwa. If you're listening to this, we love you. And we hope that you are okay and you're good without Kylie. You
For,
guys can be separate and you can be good.
for sure. For sure.
To any 18-year-old gay
So
going through your first gay heartbreak, it's gonna be okay.
for sure. Yeah, I guess that's like the topic today. If we want to segue from JoJo Siwa into let's talk about first loves, crushes, that type of thing. Lydia, you have way more experience with this type of stuff than I
I don't
do.
know. Do I? I feel like we're
Um,
pretty equal.
my the delusion in my head has a lot of experience with this, but in terms of actual experience, you've had more like actual manifested relationships at least.
Yes, but that isn't better.
That's true.
Yeah, I would not say that's better.
For sure.
I
Tell
am
me,
often jealous of you. And
really?
that, yeah, and that you have more casual experience, less monogamy experience. I
Mhm.
feel like, yeah, I feel like I had too much monogamy. I've been, yeah, back to back relationships since I was 16. I haven't been single for longer than a few months since I was like 16. And
Wow.
yeah, and so like growing up, like in my formative years, being in a serious relationship, yeah, I often not wish I did it differently. Obviously, I'm who I am, but it's like, yeah, I feel like I missed out in a lot of experience that you gained.
For sure. I feel like the exact same envy that you feel, but like walk me through it. So it's three partners total, right? Or three like long-term monogamous partners total, right?
Yes, I think
Gotcha.
I'm high. Yeah.
You got this. You're doing
Yeah.
great.
Well, Elena right now,
Well, yeah.
I see her as like I'm just a little blazed and I might cut this, but I see her as like my end game.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Like
No.
I know that like we're young and like whatever, like when it's like I barely I'm like, yeah, this is like my home. Like this is
For
like
sure.
my landing point.
Aw.
And so I like forget to count her because I'm just like, oh yeah, all of that is like my past and this is my like now.
Mhm. In the words of the bard, Taylor Swift, I want to be your end game. I want to be your first string. I want to be your A team.
That's literally how I feel. I don't know that that was a line.
That's the one where she raps with Future and Ed Sheeran. It's a weird thing,
You
but
always have the right Taylor Swift quote for me.
that's our Taylor Swift quote of the day.
Yeah, that's literally how I feel. So yeah, yeah, three long-term partners. You're correct.
I love that. That's
Yeah,
so cute. Yeah. Do you feel like you've learned something from each one?
yeah. In the words of Ariana Grande, uh,
Oh,
one taught me patience. Wait, no,
one
I
time
have to
you
go.
love, one time you
One,
patient.
yeah, one time you love, one time you patience, one time you fame. Yeah,
Fair.
I don't know. That's not true. Um, it's different words for all of those,
Mhm.
but no, definitely. I've I don't think I would be as healthy with my current partner if I had not gone through the shit I've gone through with previous partners.
For sure.
Had to learn the hard way.
Yeah. That's what
I don't know.
that's what I'm nervous about.
What do you think
Oh, go ahead.
your how do you
Oh,
think your perspective has been shaped from your experience?
yeah, for sure. I mean, So like for viewers at home, both of us actually, but we both have like struggle with anxiety, but they do end up manifesting themselves in different and interesting ways. I think one way for me is I don't know. I've always struggled with self-worth. And I've always worried about like, I don't know, like if I'm good enough in a lot of things. And a part of me feels like a part of me for a long time has wanted to like get into a relationship to prove that I'm good enough, that I'm like worthy of being loved, you know? And I'm trying to unlearn that. I'm trying to like know that I'm lovable and worthy and attractive and smart and caring and kind and all those things without somebody like,
Mm-hmm.
without somebody affirming that for me. But it'd still be
Yeah.
nice. I'd like to be affirmed.
Yeah.
Somebody affirm me in the comments. But
Don't affirm Ugo. I'm gonna fucking come for you.
anyways, no, but for real. But yeah, I mean, like, I think there are a lot of pros and cons. Like, I'm really comfortable with being by myself. Like,
Mhm.
I
That's amazing.
I think it's a journey of learning to like myself, and I think I've gone on that journey faster because when you don't have somebody telling you that they like you all the time, you do have to learn to like sit with yourself. And like I
Mhm.
know that a lot of people like when they're like going on like when they're dealing with breakups and stuff, they like challenge themselves to like eat dinner by themselves or like get used to the feeling of waking up alone. And like as I already mentioned earlier, it's like I prefer waking up alone than like waking up with somebody else. And probably that's a part of that is like I've never had a long-term relationship, but it's also like I like the feeling of being with myself first thing. Like I want to check in with myself before I give myself to somebody else. I don't want
Mhm.
to wake up and already like have to like be giving a part of myself to somebody else.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that that's like affected like the lack of relationship history has shaped like my view of myself. But on the other hand, it's like I'm nervous about entering my first relationship, like my first real thing, because I'm worried that I don't have the skill set and I'm gonna fall into like fucking like traps that like 15-year-olds
Mhm.
fall
Okay,
into.
I get that, but that is like objectively false to me, and I feel the need to tell you this because like the
Okay.
way that I see it, because you are amazing, and like hearing that just provokes so many like changes in, I don't know, insight and perspective in me. But first of all, you are not going to have that kind of like negative experience because you have taken this time, because of what you just said, because like you fucking know yourself and like you can sit with yourself and you are comfortable with yourself and like learning to like yourself. And that doing that work before, I think set you up so perfectly. Like you are so good at communicating, and that is like all you need. And I think it's good that you, instead of using constant monogamy and constant like dating people and seeking validation to get through those hard feelings, instead you like sat with it and put in the work and like got comfortable being by yourself. That is setting you up so much better than like self-destructive tendencies of like you seeking validation and like constant boyfriends. Like I know people like that, from high school. We know people who do that. And so I think
Girlies are already getting divorced.
I know
Like
it's
I don't know
insane.
any names like exactly, but like on I've seen some name changes on Facebook. Girlies
Yeah,
are already getting divorced.
yeah. I just saw someone else get engaged. Yeah. And so I feel like you are past you was doing current you a favor
I
by
do think I think a part of that
yeah.
is true. But I want to hear your perspective on this also. Like, do you feel like having been loved before gave you confidence to like love again and or be
Mm,
loved again? Because like I'm I will be honest, and like this ties into like what I need advice or what I needed advice for earlier. It's like I'm nervous because I've just never like had somebody reciprocate my feelings fully and wholeheartedly. I've had
mm,
people conditionally reciprocate, or I've had people reciprocate as long as it's a secret or stuff like that. But I've never
mm-hmm,
had somebody just like say, you, all of you, that's
mm-hmm.
something like I've never been wanted like that, you know? And
Yeah,
so I want to hear your take on like that feeling and like how you've experienced it in your life.
that was so beautiful
Oh, thank you.
and made my brain like open up. Like I'm thinking so many things. But while you were talking, I was thinking about how we have such polar opposites but similar, feelings. Polar opposite experiences but similar feelings, because I think you said how it's hard to kind of grow up in your formative years and like not have someone there to like say I like you, like this is like you are valid and you are affirmed, um and how that makes it hard to feel love now. That was a bad paraphrasing, but
No, you
I
did
was
great.
thinking about how like I grew up since I was 16 having someone saying I love you, I love you, I love you, but for me that made me say, okay, but who do you think I am, and who am I, and
Mhm.
who do you love, because it's not this,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that. And so I never really felt it. I didn't really feel loved until like now, because it was like, you love this part of me, you love this version of me, you love who I used to be,
Mm.
but I have never once felt loved by you. Like,
Wow.
and I've never once felt like you see me for who I am. And so now when I'm in my first like open, no, not open, sorry, out
Yeah,
relationship. I meant like open about being gay.
for sure. I
I'm
was like, ooh,
we're
you and
not
Olivia.
open. We're not open.
Uh,
We are closed. We are monogamous, and I'm not interested in changing that. But um now that I'm out and like
mhm,
both of us are out and I can be a lesbian, it's like
mhm.
it feels so much different. And I feel like I finally figured out who I want to, how I want to be loved, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that it did take all those experiences, bad experiences with love to get here, because or
Mm,
else I wouldn't know what not to do.
for sure.
But
That makes
I
so much.
don't think everyone necessarily has to go through bad experiences to get to the good. Like I don't think you needed to have 4 shitty boyfriends to get to a good one, because you are having your own experiences that teach you those things, but also witnessing, you know?
Yeah,
If
that
that
was
made
really
any
profound.
sense.
Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing
I feel like I was talking out of my ass because I'm still a little blazed.
that. I love that you're high, but no, that was really profound. I really loved what you said about like you didn't feel the whole like love that they were giving because they weren't giving it unconditionally. I think, like you said, we have really different like backgrounds, but like we can unite on that. Like I
Yeah, and like similar anxieties.
yeah, very similar anxieties. And yeah, I definitely feel like that feeling and worry of like being loved conditionally or like a different version of you being loved is something that is hard and it's hard to navigate. And it's something I think we're both working through and learning about. Do you believe in unconditional love? I go back and
Oh,
forth this.
yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have proof just in my own self
Mhm.
from my own experience. Because
Yeah, who do you love
I
unconditionally?
obviously my girlfriend.
For sure.
But for me, I'm thinking about evidence throughout my whole life is my friends, Like you're somebody that I've always loved unconditionally. Like I'm thinking about that. It's like there's nothing you would do that would change the way that I feel about our friendship. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, I have certain people in my life who it's just like I know them for who they are and I take them for who they are. And even if even if friendships change and evolve,
Yeah.
it's been the same basis of like mutual love and respect.
Mhm.
So for me in that way, maybe not even in like a romantic context.
For
Like
sure.
I have the capacity to love people unconditionally and to grow with them and love every new version of them.
Uh-huh.
So how do you feel about that, and how do you go back and forth on it?
That's really interesting. I love that take. I think it's really interesting. And like I also like and like obviously like familial love is
Mhm.
really amazing too and like great. But I love that like that wasn't like the center of your response because oftentimes when I mention my own hesitancies, I feel like people I've heard that perspective a lot, and I think that that's interesting. And I think a lot of like familial loves are really great, obviously, but like it's never fully addressed all of my concerns, and I just loved your take a lot. But I think, I don't know. So I do believe that you can unconditionally love in the moment. I think that who I am right now unconditionally loves who you are right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't, where I'm hesitant is because I'm not always going to be me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be a different person. I'm always evolving and everybody's always evolving, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I don't, I don't think it makes it less powerful to love somebody like conditionally, quote unquote. I don't think it's less powerful to love somebody like I love you wholeheartedly as I am now, as you are now. And I have no reason to believe that that will change. But like I don't know. It's like who
No,
I
that's
am
so
now
interesting.
different. It's different than who I am when I was like 16, and like we grew together and like we
Mm-hmm.
loved each other the entire time. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's
No,
just,
I love that. And that's making me think, why do we view conditional love as holding less weight
yeah.
than unconditional, or like having a time limit on something? Why does that mean less?
Yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, that's beautiful.
I think it's about what you were talking about before. I think we associate conditional love with like really harmful types of love in our life, like sometimes parental and stuff like that. When people love the idea of us, they like, a lot of times I hear like parents, like they're like, you're my child, so I'll love you, which is the one I
Mm-hmm.
don't like, because it's like
Mm-hmm.
you love this person, not who they are. You love the fact that you love their relationship with you. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the implication there, and like I know that this is true for a lot of people and I feel weird about it, but like I don't know, I'm not a parent obviously, but like no matter who that child was, that parent would have loved them in the same way. It doesn't matter if that parent gave birth to you or to me or to somebody else, they would have loved them for the sole fact that they are their child. And to me, that's not loving the person, that's loving the idea of the person. You only love them
Absolutely.
because of the relationship. And so I think it's complicated then, because it's like oftentimes people's idea of you doesn't match the reality, which is what you were talking about. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's like, what does, and like that's when conditional love becomes toxic. And I think
Yeah.
that's what we're used to.
Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, parent child dynamics, that is one that should never be, conditional, or only in certain situations, or if yeah, it's like, that is so beyond fucked. I love the way you put that, because it makes me think about, okay, so what are the situations where unconditional holds more weight than like a temporary or a conditional love? And
Mhm.
I think the most important one is just yourself,
Yeah,
you know, which
that's
for
true.
me, that feels a lot, it takes a lot of stress off my back, and like the concept of loving somebody where it's like, the only thing I need to do is love myself unconditionally,
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
and no one else. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
obviously I love it, yeah, but it's like, when it comes down to it,
Yeah.
the only thing you should be capable of loving unconditionally is yourself, because that's all you fucking get.
Literally.
So in a non-parental or like familial way,
Hmm.
do you think the reason that you don't sometimes always believe in loving someone unconditionally, like romantically, is that scary to you? Do you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, that's terrifying.
Okay.
I'm so scared of like, and like this goes back to kind of, I don't know if it was like if we cut it or not, but it kind of goes back to like my work. Oh, it was before we were filming, but it goes back to my work anxiety. It's like I like something I'm working on with myself is I think everything is conditional all the time. I don't know
Mm,
like what the
interesting.
world like will unfold to be. It's like literally 2 years ago, there was 2 years, 1 year ago, there was like a fucking coup in the United States. And like 4 years before that, like that was unimaginable. And like fucking like 80 years before that, there was slavery, not 80, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's like segregation. It's like I don't I think the temporality of the world is like we're getting way too philosophical, but like
That is
like
That's so good though. That's
Yeah,
so beautiful.
it's spooky, and
Yeah.
so I don't count any chickens before they hatch, and I recognize that that's like a point where I'm probably gonna have to grow, because I think like there are some things you just have to take as givens, but like, yeah, I'm working on it. I
Mm,
think.
I like that sentence. There are some things you have to take as givens. That'd be a good lyric to go. You should write that. You
Oh,
should write that.
you should write that. We should.
That really struck a chord with me. Everything you're saying strikes chords with me. Like you always make me think, I don't know,
We're
differently.
really we're having a profound conversation.
Yeah, I miss this like getting to see you every day, especially in academic situations. I love talking to you. You always make me think, I don't know, more effectively. You open up my brain, you know what I
So
mean?
do you.
And like I feel like I'm like in a lecture and I want to like take notes as we're talking because I'm like, oh, and this and this. And I miss doing that in English class with you. That's one of my like best high school memories is English class with you. Like just going a million miles an hour, like at each other, like about not like sometimes arguing, but
Yeah. Sometimes arguing.
that's just Frankenstein. Like every other time I'm like, oh my god, you're right, and this and like Miss Kyle, when I get so sick of me being like,
She would literally like, please let somebody else
she'd
talk.
be like,
I'm
Lydia
begging
and
you.
Ugo, stop,
We were
shut
we
it down.
were we were goblins.
And here we are. How many years later? Like 8 years later. No, wait,
No,
5. Sorry, I thought I was thinking middle school. 5 years later, for Miss
that's too
Kyle. That's so many years. Like running, like now, no one's here to tell us to shut up.
literally. Oh my God. Okay, so sorry. What are your thoughts on, like, kind of like a pivot, but what are your thoughts, like if existential dread is my thing, media criticism is your thing. I want to hear your thoughts, like love songs, love like romance. Like, how do you feel like?
Mm,
Do you feel like that shaped you at all? Like, do you like, what are your thoughts on them?
that's a great question. Wow.
Take us to film school. Take us to music school.
That's so interesting because I don't know if I've thought about that recently. I
Mhm,
have. I have a little bit. I feel differently in the way that I love my current partner
mhm.
than I have. And I think the most cliche way I can put this is like some love songs make sense now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like I experience, but especially just in that she's a woman.
Hmm.
Um,
Silk
this
chiffon.
yes, yes, yeah. Gay love songs hit different now, and I wrote my partner a love song because I didn't feel like the other ones hit hard enough.
Uh-huh.
Because I was like, I don't know, a lot of love songs to me are very heterosexual or like empowered. I don't know. It feels really not genuine, not the way that I'm experiencing love. So I've been like writing lyrics. I've been like really ruminating on the gay lyrics that make me feel seen.
Mhm.
Um, like songs that I hear that I'm like, oh my god, that is love, are not usually love songs. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like the lyrics that I feel like describe love are not the typical ones that you would think.
Recently.
Yeah, I don't think love songs shapes me or like love media shapes me. I think I've
Okay.
always loved it.
Hmm.
Makes my heart happy to see love, but I don't experience it in that way.
Hmm.
Maybe that's the trauma,
No,
but
that's so
I'm
interesting.
like learning it now.
Oh, shut up. That is, why
I'm
would you say that?
I'm
I
such a
can't do this
lesbian.
anymore.
I
I'm
need you
quitting.
to
I'm
know that
quitting
I
this
am
fucking
such a lesbian.
podcast. You- the way that this podcast is like a happy, like, lesbian talking about how much she loves her girlfriend and her snails, and a depressed bitch.
Listen, you have so many good updates for me today.
God, I
Listen,
hate it here.
you are a thriving homosexual. Like you are hot and sexy
Driving gay
and
man.
young, and you're in the city.
I
And
am
you
city.
you have so many hot girl gay rat updates for me today.
Jesus Christ. You said, I'm learning it now. You said, all these songs make sense to you. Shut the fuck up, Lydia. Fuck up. Fuck you.
No, and I have the audacity to come into this call complaining about like my car, like my fucking employees, like
Yeah, what the fuck?
when I have this girlfriend. Yeah, I'm like, things are fine. I'm like, I'm really fine. I'm just feeling like a bitch today, and that's why I needed to complain. I'm like, truly, I'm blessed, and I need to chill out.
God, bitch is about to make me lesbophobic.
Or a lesbian.
What?
Or a lesbian.
Wait,
I've
wait, wait.
trans two genders, Ugo. I've trans two of them. I can do more. I've trans two gamers.
Am I the third? Are you gonna
Are you the third? I don't think you're gamer enough.
I'm not gamer enough.
I think maybe non-binary is your final form. Who am I to say?
The bisexuals are transing the lesbians.
A quote I have from you on my phone is the lesbians are transing the gamers. That's what you said to me in an IHOP, Ugo.
Checks out. That's something I would say.
Oh, okay. You know what? I have one thought on love songs, and that is Lady Lamb. She is the artist that I think she writes the best love songs ever made. I think she's a lesbian. And her lyrics are just the epitome of like tenderness and joy and unconditional love. And me and Elena got to see her live.
Wait, that's so cute.
Yeah. And so, I would just recommend to any listener who needs like some good, tender music. She also has very good sad lyrics. Lady Lamb she just owns my heart. I will.
Please. Oh my God. I'm gonna put you guys onto a tiny little artist you guys have never heard before. Her name is Taylor Swift.
Oh my fucking God.
She has the best love songs you've ever heard.
You've gotten me twice today with Taylor Swift. Where I'm like ready for you to like say something like so genuine. And you're like, Taylor Swift.
That is genuine. This is the only personality.
Okay. Tell me though. Continue though.
You Are in Love from 1989 is the cutest love story. She wrote it about her friends when they were getting together. And one of my favorite lines in it is like, it's from The Bridge. She writes the best bridges. It's, you two are dancing in a snow globe round and round. He keeps a picture of you in his office downtown. You understand now why they lost their minds and fought the wars, and understand why I spent my whole life trying to put into words what you can feel in the silence. What you can hear in the silence, which you can feel on your way home. And it's like,
that gave me chills.
It's so pretty.
That part that got me was the what you feel on your way home. That was
beautiful. Just the feeling of like driving home from like your like partner's place and like listening to like a love song or like thinking about a movie and just like or like thinking about like why like fucking like why they went to war and shit like that, and you're just like, I would do that. Like, but for this, I would fight in the war. Like, it's like, that's who the fuck writes that?
Yeah, that's insane. I have never heard something like that. That is insane.
Let me put you on to something real quick.
Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on like love songs, culture of love, you know, like in our society and how you've experienced that?
I think it's interesting. I definitely think I've been influenced by media a lot. I think it's like, I don't know. I think a part of like knowing that you're like queer in a way that like you don't feel very strongly towards women, like when you're like a queer like male or whatever, you know, whatever words I'm using, but like when you're like growing up thinking you're gay, like a gay man, you don't really experience love and like you don't really experience crushes the same way and stuff like that. So I feel like I picked up a lot of cues from like movies about what it's supposed to look like.
Interesting.
And like I don't know if I've ever told you this. I'm about to reveal something really embarrassing for me.
Okay.
I was a fan fiction middle schooler.
Oh my, I was too.
Proud.
I was
I'm
too,
not proud.
Ugo. I was like, I wrote fan fiction in middle school. I wrote Sherlock fan fiction between John and Sherlock in Ugo. Don't even get me started. I wrote Doctor Who fan fiction.
Like analyzing like from Sarah Zed, if anybody likes Sarah Zed, comment down below. But I watched her video essay about like the John Locke conspiracy, how everybody on Tumblr thought like they were gonna get together in like a secret episode and shit like that.
Yeah. I just wrote this like one thing about John and Sherlock, and it was just the sweetest, gayest little story. It was just them like baking together, and then they fell asleep on the couch.
That's cute.
Like it was just like some like homosexual fluff.
Post it, you coward. Post it on our TikTok.
I will not. I will never. I think it's gone. I don't know. But yeah, so like I was also, and if you had told me that in middle school, I would have loved you. Like we would have been like fan fiction together.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was yours?
Like all over the place. I like literally any media I was consuming, I was like reading about. I just and like I will be honest here. I'm not gonna lie on the pod. Sometimes I still read fanfic.
Yeah. Hey,
still there.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We've all had those nights.
As long as it's not like the weird like milk enema shit, then you're good, you know, because that was the toxic side of fan fiction. Is the one about Dan and Phil. That was the milk enema. Do you remember that? Wait, no. Is it My Chemical Romance milk enema? I need to. Do you not know this lore? I know so much horrible internet
I read
lore.
like I like turned off like explicit content when I was like I want to read cute, stupid gay love stories.
It's Panic at the Disco. Yeah, milk enema fan fiction. That was so as long as you stay out of that side, then I think you're fine. Then I think that you're allowed and it's not cringy.
Literally not that.
Oh and that's that on
I was like 12 years old, like reading like Naruto fan fiction.
Oh
I was like I was not anywhere near that universe.
Okay,
but
cool.
Anyways, but yeah, so it's like very much like cheesy love stories, like still like YA romance, like shit like that. Like I very much like was led to believe like love was a certain type of way, and I think I still hold a little bit of those expectations. Okay, but like, hey, you know, it'll be fine. It's just like I don't know. I think I was really influenced by the art and like media around me.
Mm-hmm. I feel like as queer kids, though, it's different for us.
It is.
Do you have any gay media that you think represented queer love in a nice way, or do you feel like that's lacking still?
It's definitely lacking, but you know I showed you this. You know my favorite fucking movie of all time. It's horrible. It's The Thing About Harry. I love it. Bad. I loved it. It's just so stupid and bad and gay. Yeah. And I love it so much.
I also loved it.
I love that movie with all of my heart.
I was just reading that on Letterboxd today.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was just like looking at that again. Yeah, no, I loved it. It was like cheesy and dumb and like some parts were frustrating, but like overall, I see what you were saying about how it just like impacted culture. Because it was just like they were gay. That was that.
Yeah. I just feel like we deserve that. We deserve something that's like it's not like Love, Simon. They aren't like pretending to like they aren't straight washing people and being like, oh my God, like I'm just like you, except I have one big secret. It's like, no, these are just like some queers bopping around being gay.
And just regular queer drama.
Yeah. And like it's just a gay Hallmark movie. And also the guy is on TikTok, like the guy who played Harry, and like he like posts about it every once in a while. I'm like my favorite movie on earth. It's what we deserve.
I need to look this up.
Or no, not the guy who played Harry. The guy who played what was the other guy? Nico.
Okay. Yeah. Did you know that the guy from Mean Girls is gay?
Yeah, I did.
The one who plays that one guy?
Yeah, he was a guest judge on Drag Race.
And he's adorable. He's adorable. And he made a TikTok of like him and his husband are like partner just like making out.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on love? I guess our topic today was gay love.
I have so many thoughts on gay love all the time, but not any currently. Queer love is magic. True. Queer love is the reason that we're all here, in my opinion.
If you've never tried queer love, give it a spin. Get got a subscription.
I recommend, listening to gay love songs, gay podcasts about queer love. Also, queer poets.
Yes.
Such as Audre Lorde. She's the big one for me right now. I've been reading a lot of Audre Lorde. I don't know why I feel the need to talk about things I'm listening to, and right now, but my current inspirations, Audre Lorde. I just finished this book called What We Don't Talk About When We Talk About Fat by Aubrey Gordon. Was amazing. Tackled fat phobia, fat shaming, like just that, like a whole culture of like body image, diet culture. It was so crazy eye-opening. So I recommend that to you and anyone who hears this. Please read about fat phobia.
For sure. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to check that out.
What are your inspirations lately? Do you have any artists, authors, poets?
I mean, I've been, in terms of what I've been listening to, I've been very much like listening to Lil Nas X right now. His new album's really good.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish. I mean, her album's kind of old now, but it's really good. Just like, I don't know, I've been really inspired by like, and they aren't young to me, I guess they're like a year younger than us, but like just like this new generation of like pop artists that are like coming in. Obviously Olivia Rodrigo's in that group too. Just like, it's really, they're all just really impressing me, and I've just been like really admiring the fact that they can do what they're doing at their age. And so that's kind of what I've been looking at. And it's also just interesting because it's like, I love hearing their love songs because I think it's, I don't know, it's funny to hear people younger than me like having like their own experiences with love and like, you know, like taking it seriously and just like hearing their opinions and being like, these people like are young to me, but like that doesn't make their experiences any less valid, you know?
Yeah, I love that. I think someone needs to stand up for them because they're getting a lot of hate.
Yeah.
Signing off, the fucking ass, sex, money, Robitussin, gay turd, cowboy pigeon, gay rats. Peace and love from me. Just every single callback I can think of. Just put them all in one. Peace and love.